Alright, what is up guys? It's Connor here, bringing you a little tips and tricks video for you. I'm going to show you my favorite class, the best class to get a nuke. With this class, I'll give you all the reasons why I do everything. I'll give you a little different variations you can do because I don't want to just kind of force a class down your throat. I'll tell you what I think is the best, why I use it, and then you guys can I'll give you some suggestions on how you can kind of switch it up a little bit, maybe make it fit you a little bit better. But this is the best class. It's not a rushing class. This is so you can play safe, get a good KD, get lots of Moabs. And I promise you guys, if you use this class, and then if you go watch the video that I have linked right in the upper left corner of this video, you will be able to get some nukes. I promise you. People will start asking you how you're getting all them nukes. So let's get right into it. Alright, this is the class, my friends. This right here is the class that will get you some nukes. We're using the ACR with silencer. In the secondary, the Spaz 12 with FMJ, just in case anyone tries to come anywhere close to you, you can blow them away. You can use Semtex. I don't recommend Semtex for domination. I recommend use of Claymore for domination. We're going to be talking about domination mostly here because that's going to be the game you guys are going to want to play for most of your nukes. Then Scavenger, so you don't run out of bullets, which would be a big problem if you ran out of bullets. Stopping Power, Ninja, and then your Death Streak. Who cares? Because you're not going on a Death Streak. You're not going on a Death Streak. So anyway, obviously the kill streaks will be a Harrier, Chopper, Nuke. Those are the best. If you're good with the AC-130, you can use the AC-130, but I recommend Harrier, Chopper, Nuke. And anyway, now some things you can change. I always recommend the silencer. On whatever gun you want to pick, even though you should pick the ACR because it's the best gun, I recommend using a silencer. You could also, another gun, if you're like, I don't want to use the ACR, Connor, then fine. You can go use the TAR. The TAR is another gun I really like. The Scar would be good, but it doesn't have enough bullets for me. I can't deal with the bullets. So using the TAR, I can deal with the TAR. I can deal with the TAR, guys. If you guys can control the recoil, it's got a little better damage rate. So the TAR is a good replacement, and it's also better if you're looking to run a little bit more. Maybe you think you might get into some closer range situations, or maybe on the map like Favela or Scrapyard on a really small map, then maybe the TAR is a good way to go for you. The secondary, the Spaz, I like, since the ACR is not necessarily a close range weapon, you can still kill people close range, don't get me wrong, but you're mainly going to want to kill people a little bit of a distance. I recommend using a shotgun as your secondary that you can switch to. I like the Spaz with FMJ a lot, guys. If you can use the Spaz, then I recommend using the Spaz. It's the best shotgun in my opinion. You're not going to have to spray and pray the whole time, make you look like a total turd. You can just use the Spaz with FMJ. It's a one-shot kill if you hit them for the most part. It's really good. If you do struggle with accuracy a little bit, I'd go Striker with Grip. I don't even have it unlocked right now, but I'd go Striker with Grip if you are struggling with your accuracy with the Spaz. But Spaz FMJ will get you out of those close-range situations. That's what I recommend you to use. Claymore, because you want to protect your back at all times. You want to know that no one's going to come up behind you, and you can just sit there picking them off as they come to you. It's just like shooting shooting fish in a barrel. I don't even know that saying. But that's what you want it to be like, and you don't want to have to worry about someone coming up and stabbing you in the back. So the Claymores are a huge must. If you are going to move a little more, you can throw on Semtex. And if you're playing Team Deathmatch, I recommend throwing on Semtex. Because on Team Deathmatch, you're going to just want to run around the outside of the map. And I'm going to go get a Team Deathmatch nuke for you guys here soon to put up. And so when I do that, I'll put a link to that video in here too, so you guys can see how to play Team Deathmatch to get some nukes. But I recommend Claymore for pretty much everything except for Team Deathmatch. And even in Team Deathmatch, if you're planning on just kind of not moving too crazy much, just kind of like playing it a little safer, then I'd still recommend Claymore. I always go with Stun because the Stun throws faster than the Flash. And when you're in a sticky situation, you want to be able to get those stuns out as quickly as possible. And the Flash just takes a little too much time, in my opinion. So I do the Stun Grenade. Scavenger is a must. I don't recommend using anything else besides Scavenger in this place. You're going to resupply from your enemies. You're going to start with more bullets. Shouldn't really have to worry about running out of bullets. I know in the link in the top left, I do end up running out of bullets and have to go use my Spaz to go get me some kills. But you'll see exactly why the Spaz is a great gun and why Scavenger will come in handy, because I end up getting a ton of Claymore kills because of Scavenger. Stopping Power, once again, I don't really recommend changing this. If you do change it because maybe the enemy team is calling in a ton of UAVs, or someone on their team is just a monster and keeps calling in kill streaks, then you could go down to Cold-Blooded. So a lot of times I actually use Cold-Blooded in Team Deathmatch because people call in UAVs all the dang time. But for the most part, unless you're really struggling with UAVs and kill streaks from the enemy team killing you or making the enemy team see you, I recommend stopping power. I'll give you one less bullet. It'll take one less bullet to kill someone. So I really recommend the stopping power. And this third one is really kind of up to you a little bit. In a sense, if you have a headset, which I recommend a headset if you're going to play. If you have a headset, Ninja Pro is the way to go, because you will be able to hear people trying to come up behind you. And so if people do try to come up behind you, you'll be able to hear them, turn around, shoot them, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And because your footsteps are silent, this really isn't the biggest one. I know SitRep can help you. Once you get SitRep Pro, which I don't have, once you get SitRep Pro, you can hear people a lot better, actually. But in this game, you can hear people pretty well. So I like Ninja because then as I'm running around or as I'm kind of moving, because you never want to just stand still. Standing still gets you sniped in the face, I promise you that. You always want to be kind of moving. Even if you're just strafing back and forth, you always want to be moving. And so Ninja Pro is the way to go, in my opinion. You can use SitRep. If you have SitRep Pro could be a good way to go. You just need to be careful because when you're walking, you'll hear the enemy footsteps be louder than yours. But when you're walking, sometimes you can mix up your own footsteps with an enemy's footstep. Never use Last Stand. Never use Scrambler. Scrambler will give you away. If you think you're going to need to use your spaz a lot and you don't like aiming in with your spaz, because what I do with the spaz is I kind of quick scope with the spaz. So if you do that, then maybe steady aim can be the way to go for you. You could do steady aim. Commando, I hate Commando. I just don't like it at all. I don't like getting knifed from a mile away. So I would really recommend Ninja, but like I said, with this third spot, there's actually quite a bit of room for you to move around. You could go with the steady aim. And here's one thing, though. If you do pick steady aim, say you put steady aim on, one thing I actually would recommend doing, maybe just to try it out, is put on the 44 Magnum Akimbos if you have steady aim. Because these bad boys are, if you shoot them both and hit them with both bullets, it's a one-shot kill, and they switch out faster. So, like, if someone runs into your building and you don't see them, and all of a sudden you hear them run into your building, you can quickly switch to the 44 Magnums a lot faster than the spaz. And you can pull those out, just 1-2, shoot them, they're dead. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. So go check out that video up in the top right, guys. Let me know what your favorite class to get in Nuke is. I promise you, if you guys use these, and if you go and watch the video up in the top left, or maybe the top right when I get the TDM one going, then you will get more Moabs. Or not, wrong game. You will get more nukes, I promise you. Play smart, use this class, and you will be golden. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.